Hello everyone and welcome. In this video we are going to see king and pawn endgame when the pawn is on 4th, 3rd and 2nd rank. When the pawn is more distant from 6th rank, the analysis will become a little more complex. So we have some key rules or strategies to help us to quickly know whether the pawn will promote or not. In this particular endgame, the key strategy for white is to enter into these three important squares about 2 ranks from the pawn. Let's consider this position and get started. It's white to move and the objective is to enter into these three squares, any one of these three squares. First of all, it will be a big blunder to push the pawn, whether d3 or d4, because you will only make easy for the black king to control these three squares, and you will not be entering these squares and you will not be winning this game until black makes a blunder. Pushing the pawn won't work. The correct moves in this position is either king c2 or king e2. Let's just try king e2 and we will see king d7. King e3 and we're going to see distant opposition. Actually in this position, distant opposition won't change the outcome of the game, but it might be helpful in some other situations. So we'll just talk about it now itself. Distant opposition is something we consider when the number of squares in between the two kings is 3 or 5. So it is useful to control the opponent king when you get that opposition. Let's see how white controls black king. Let's see, he goes here and we will get the direct opposition. And we can say black king can go to here and we will get distant opposition. So wherever he goes, we will get some opposition and we will control him. So might be handy in future. So just remember it. Okay. Now black will try to stop the white king from entering 4th rank, but white king is too fast. Yes, so we occupied the three important squares and we can say that white is winning here and the job is not yet done. Black will try some moves and will try to trick you, but you have to be careful. In this position, if you push the pawn, it will be a blunder because you haven't controlled the 5th rank yet. So you should not move the pawn until you control the 5th rank. So you have to enter one of these three squares before pushing the pawn. Here we go, and black has nothing to do here, so we will go back. Now we will push the pawn, but only one step ahead, because if we want to push the pawn to 4th rank, we have to control the 6th rank. So we will only push to 3rd rank. Black has to move something and it will try to keep opposition, but it won't help black because white have a reserve move with the pawn. So here we use it to get the opposition. And king e7, and now we are getting hold of 6th rank. Again, black will try something, and as you got hold of 6th rank and you know the rules of pawn on 5th rank, if you don't know, please go and check my video. I made a video how to deal with pawn on 5th rank. So according to the rule, king needs to be on the key squares of the 6th rank when the pawn is in 5th rank. So it's sufficient information to say white is winning, and black will try something, but we will get the opposition with the reserve pawn move, and black has nothing to do and will eventually Yeah, so this is how we deal with this particular endgame. And anyone without this knowledge might take a lot of time to calculate all this. But if you know this rule of entering key squares and getting opposition, you will be accurate with ease. I hope this video will make that difference in your chess endgame skills. And please try this against your engine so that you will get some practice of it. And that's it for the video. Thank you.